Welcome to Faranduleo, which is my entertainment platform. I want you guys, el grupo se llama Bella Dos, and I understand that you're all bilingual, correct?
Sí.
Okay, bueno, pero quiero que me cuenten. Sé que hay varias nacionalidades entre aquí. I'm going to start with me. I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. Born and raised,
Oh,
born and raised in LA, but I lived for 3 years in Miami. I'm currently actually in Miami right now, working from here for a couple of months. Pero quiero que me cuenten de ustedes. Where are you guys originally based from? And what are your nationalities? Because I know we have a lot going on here and I love it.
my nationality, my parents are both Dominican, but I was born in Jersey and raised in West Palm.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm Dominican. Both of my parents are Dominican, but I was born in Miami. But I moved to like LA when I was like around 7 years old. So I grew up in LA too.
Oh,
It-
okay. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Great.
I was born in Hollywood, Florida, but my dad is Puerto Rican and my mom was born in Chile, raised in Colombia.
Oh, wow. I've
I
never
was
seen
born
that mix. Sorry.
Amazing.
I was born in Miami, Florida, but raised in Pembroke Pines, and my dad is Cuban and my mom's Honduran.
Love it. I love the mix of nationalities. I love also that there's Honduran and there's Chile, which is something that we don't usually see a lot. So cuéntenme, vamos a empezar because I know that, for a lot of people, you guys are, new. Cuéntenme un poquito sobre ustedes, cómo se dio el formar este grupo, cómo se dio eso y ya luego entramos a lo de la música directamente.
Sí, bueno, el grupo se formó hace como, voy a decir casi 4 años, casi 4 años, y fue cuando Vicky Curier, ella fue que formó el grupo, ella tuvo una idea, dijo, yo quiero ser un grupo de 4 muchachas latinas que cantan, que bailan. So ella cogió su carro y ella manejó y tuvo audiciones en Miami, Orlando, Nueva York, Los Ángeles, y a los otros 4, ella lo contó a nosotros allá en Miami, y después ella lo voló a nosotros para Los Ángeles, y ahí vivimos las 4. Vamos a decir, el cuarto, la casa tenía 6 cuartos, y dijimos, vamos a coger un cuarto y vamos a dormir las 4 ahí con 2 camarotes.
All right. So you guys came together, and about 4 years ago, you were kind of explaining how that happened. Was it by auditions?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
We,
Okay.
auditioned. So it was actually me and Melanie auditioned at the Miami audition, and then Thais she was recommended by a vocal coach.
And then I flew out to LA to
Mhm.
audition, basically.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then for
Okay.
me, it's kind of like a more difficult story. So how I started in the group was I was just originally writing the music for the girls, and I wasn't a part of the girl group. I was just filling in as a fourth girl
Okay.
because we could have, and I was younger at the time. I was 14, so
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be in the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, like months go by where we're like, I'm filling in as a fourth girl, and like we couldn't really find like a fourth girl that gels with them, and so they were just like, Brianna, can you be in the group? Like, we don't care about the age gap. Like, we want you to be in the group with us, and we have a great chemistry. So I was just like, okay, sure, I'll be in the group.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I love how spontaneous se dio esa participación tuya en el grupo. Ahora, cuéntame sobre el nombre. Why Bella Dos?
So Vicky, our label CEO, she actually created the name. So we were trying to look for a name for 3 months, and she was like, "Okay, you guys have been trying to come up with a name for 3 months. You guys still haven't come up with one." So it was a Wednesday. She's like, "On Sunday, I'm gonna give you guys until Sunday to come up with a name." So we're like, "Okay, we got this. We're gonna come up with a name." And that
Nothing.
Friday before Sunday, she walked into our rooms one early morning. We were sleeping in our bunk beds, and she opened the door and she goes, "Bella Dos," and we were all like, okay. And we were like, what does it mean? And she's like, it means fair share in Italian, but it could also mean a dose of beauty. So we're like, that's fire.
Ah, okay. I like it. Because I was just going to say, how are you guys able to come up with the name with such pressure of like having a deadline? But she ended up
No,
thinking
we
it.
did not think of anything.
could not.
We didn't think of one thing.
No. It happens. Sometimes when you have like that pressure, not everyone can produce under pressure. I know sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. So, se lanzaron ya hace un tiempito. I was listening to some of the songs that you guys have, and we'll go into the one that you guys have right now in promotion. But I was listening to a few of your songs, and I noticed that I think they were kind of bilingual, mostly in Spanish, and then I realized that one of them was more like a bachata, then one of them was more like urban, and then the other one was a little bit different too. And then now you guys have this first single in English, which communicates a lot. And I want you guys to tell me, how do you guys feel with having this song now in English and what it means to you and how you guys came about with that song?
I'm dancing alone, alone with my anxiety. I'm blinded by the irony, and I don't wanna let it go, but I know I should. So I'm taking a hand again.
Okay, so when we're listening to music, it really inspires us when we're writing music at that moment. So when it comes to like Si Me Llamas and Luna, it was just like, it was the spur of the moment. We were with our producers in the studio and we wanted to do something different. And we were like, let's make a bachata. And that's how we got my sister on it, because she heard the song Luna and she was like, oh my God, I love this. Like, can I get on it? And then we got her on it. And it was just kind of just a spur of the moment. Everything we do is like that. And so when we were writing we wrote it in this room right here. We recorded it in the closet. It was the most like random song ever. And we were just like feeling very personal. We wanted to get really in depth of how we were feeling in that moment writing it. So we wrote the song at 4:00 in the morning, and we were just like, we started all the way to like night, all the way to the morning. And we were just like, we think the song was really good. Yeah. And we were like, hold on, like, let's go to sleep on it and then see in the morning if it's actually
in the morning.
Right, because that happens sometimes.
Yeah, literally, we were like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good song. So then we heard it in the morning. We were like, wait, this is actually really good, and we just fell in love with it.
No, it's a really good song, and I think it's that's one of the things that when the writing happens this way, where it's like very personal and it's not planned and it's like spur of the moment, and also like a lot of the best songs are done that way, and also de madrugada. Like I think that has to do with someone with the creative people, because I feel like our creative process is much better de madrugada. Like I can produce a lot of good stuff de madrugada, and a lot of people that are creative, I know that that's the way they work as well. But I did love the bachata. I think you guys did it very, very well. I love that one. I loved all of them, but I think the bachata was one of my favorites. And then obviously the one that you guys are promoting now in English. So why did you guys decide to do this one in English? Because I know you guys are bilingual, and I know the group is bilingual, but was it something that you planned and you said like, okay, la próxima va a ser una en inglés porque ya hemos hecho estas tres en español? Or was it more of like, you say what you were feeling in the moment and your sentimientos were coming out in English?
Bueno, I feel like to be both bilingual, like, so do both English and Spanish at the same time. So when we started, we were like, let's give them a little bit of English. It's what we're comfortable in. But right now I think the EP really came from in the moment. We were like, let's do a Latin project. Like, we're Latinas, we want to show our Latina our girl power, Latina power. And right now we're like, wait, okay, we can still do English. Yeah. So we have the best of both worlds. Podemos hacer los dos a la misma vez. So we're like,
I think that's the beauty of being Latina, not only a Latina group, but I think that's one of the beauties of being Latina, that we breathe and live and breathe in both cultures, but also both languages. You know what I mean? And I think that just adds to our flavor as Latinas. So I love that you guys did the song in English. It's a beautiful song. You can really, really tell el sentimiento, pero also the vocals that you girls have, which are amazing. Cuéntenme ahora sobre sus nuevos proyectos, en qué están trabajando ahora. Obviously, I know you guys just launched She, pero what are you guys working on in this 2021, de lo que queda?
Bueno, estamos trabajando en mucha música nueva, pero definitivamente es algo que no realmente van a esperar de nosotras. Sí. Entonces es algo bien diferente, algo nuevo que nunca hemos hecho en el pasado. Entonces estamos muy emocionadas de mostrarle al mundo lo que podemos hacer. Entonces es un secreto, pero solo sepan que es algo que no nos van a esperar. Hay mucha variedad. Sí,
mucha variedad como en el EP.
You guys want to keep everyone on their toes, waiting for you.
Yes.
I love it. Pero ¿cuándo podemos esperar esta nueva aventura de ustedes? ¿Va a ser a finales de año? ¿Va a ser ya en los próximos meses? ¿O you can't say that again?
A lo mejor en los próximos meses. Sí.
Okay. Okay, well, now I want you guys to tell me, because I know you guys are all young. Cuéntame, what is the music that you guys like to listen to, and who inspires your music, and who are some of your favorite artists, both English and Spanish?
I definitely think Ariana Grande is a big influential person
like all
for all
around, yeah,
the whole
yeah.
group, for our music, our tones. Like, she's just very influential to us, I believe. Spanish artists, I would say like Daddy Yankee and
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny,
Surprisingly,
Romeo
like
Santos,
Romeo
Yeah.
Bachata.
Santos. I think they're just legends, you know. So we want to really be like, okay, we want to make music for
Right.
legends.
Legendary.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, and I use the word funny lightly. What's interesting is that I've interviewed a lot of people, and I tend to ask this question, not all the time, because obviously I like to mix up my interviews, but I do ask it frequently because I'm always curious to know who inspires them or what music they listen to. And the one person that always, every single time comes up is Daddy Yankee.
Yes, I mean,
He is
the
an
GOAT.
icon.
He's
He's
just
like
He is
so
an
iconic.
icon.
Like, you
And I,
listen to Gasolina.
Literally, all his
That
songs.
is Bella Dos's song. If you
Yeah.
play Gasolina in any party,
dancing.
You will see
just
us dancing.
We
expect
could be at the
us-
doctor's office if it comes on. Anywhere, we just start dancing.
Anywhere.
that is our song.
no, and I think it just speaks to. I mean, I love him. He's my all-time favorite. And I think it just speaks to so much about him. Yes, being an icon, he definitely is. And I think that it speaks so much to him because you have the younger generation, you have the older generation, which is me, but then you have the even older generation that started even earlier than me. So I feel like he still caters to all of us. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what makes him, and he said it in a few of his songs. He's not, he's a movement in itself. You know what I mean? Like Daddy Yankee is just a movement in itself. So I agree. He is one of my favorites, and I think that he has set the precedent for a lot of artists. And I think that because he's so versatile, I think that that's why so many different artists from so many different genres. Because I've interviewed people that sing like Mexican music, and they're like, oh my God, like I just love Daddy Yankee, and I love what he represents, and I love what he's done for music in general, not only for reggaeton or urban. So definitely, I find it interesting, but at the same time, I think it validates the statement that I have in my head that he's just, a movement and an icon. So, de verdad que me encantó platicar con ustedes, muchachas, llegar a conocerlas un poquito más. Let everybody know where they can find you on social, and your single is now out on all digital platforms, streaming platforms. And then, so tell them the handles where they can find you on all different platforms, and then we will be waiting for more music this year because we're excited to see what you guys come with.
You can find us at Bellados. That is BELLADOSE on all platforms at Bellados.
Perfecto, muchachos, muchas gracias, de verdad, me encantó conocerlas, espero conocerlas un día en persona, so we can do another interview, and so you guys can dance Gasolina for me.
Gracias.
Bueno, gracias, chicas, nos vemos pronto. Bye.